I'm Dr. Gordon Adomja. I'm a senior assistant professor at Ashesi University. I teach courses in entrepreneurship and innovation. And I have quite a bit of experience exploring the social space, mostly in the US, trying to understand the different models in the space, specifically understanding hybridization. So how profit logic sort of integrates with social logic to create value. Ghanaians are very giving. Most people want to give because of where they've come from. So a lot of people who have foundations, this and that foundation, and they'll go raise money and paint a school or buy uniforms or do something like that. But I think a lot of people are realizing that it's not sustainable. So they're changing the models. And this is also global, right? So people are finding earned income opportunities to support their foundations. So they're selling something, or even if they're printing t-shirts, they're selling them and using that in fundraising. So you're seeing that shift of foundations that small ones that mainly relied on donations moving into the center, doing more earned income sort of activities. And then on the other hand, with companies who have been doing CSR projects, they will go buy an ambulance or build a hospital or a school building, are also looking for new ways of making their CSR have a bigger impact, right? So they are moving to the center. They're doing things like supporting entrepreneurs, doing competitions that reward intermediaries that will then go on to fulfill value in the area of their interest, right? So they're not doing you're not seeing pure CSR from large companies anymore. They're coming into the middle. You're not seeing donations and fundraising and basically give us money anymore. People are coming into the middle. They are finding creative ways. So I think we're seeing a convergence of sorts, right, where people are starting to use entrepreneurship, enterprise, the concept of enterprise to make social impact or to have social impact. Where do I see this going, the future of social enterprise? I think the word again is hybridization, right? So we're going to see a lot more of this convergence, and it basically will culminate in this concept of doing well whilst doing good. So it will no longer be let's do well and then when we make money we do good. It's going to be how can we do good whilst doing well. So we're going to see a lot more young people start businesses and want to do good at the same time as they chase money. And we're going to see a lot of companies ask the question, how much more can we do in our for-profit models to make an impact? We've heard that Ghana has been designated a lower middle income country. And from my understanding, what I'm hearing is that in the year 2020, most or all aid will turn to trade. So most of the development agencies will have to find ways of doing trade, not giving aid. How will that impact the social space? They will need social enterprises to be those implementation partners that will do trade with them, right? So I think we're really on the verge of an explosion of for-profit and social impact, coming together, being propelled by this particular sort of development, and it's exciting. I think it's going to really move us along because the private sector would find a voice and fill the gap that the development agencies will leave by sort of transitioning from aid to trade. It's exactly what we need. How does this affect policy? I think government has to find ways of empowering social enterprises to fill the gap that these development agencies are going to be leaving, right? Because we know that development agencies are basically the buckets of government agenda. They've been working with government agencies to do a lot of these projects. So if they are changing from aid to trade, then government has no choice but to empower social enterprises to work with these development agencies to continue providing social impact. And it means a number of things. So looking at regulation to all the way from registration of businesses to capacity building to funding or enabling funding that will help people to build and develop and also sustain these social enterprises. Because at the end of the day, a social enterprise is just like an entrepreneurial enterprise, a typical one. The only difference is that they are mission focused. They are focused on the social mission, right? So government has to, they don't have choice. They have to empower social enterprises to continue the work that has been done or has been done so well in many cases by these development agencies. I'm Dr. Gordon Adomja, and I am social.